A white dress, a silent goodbye. Laying down on my bed for the very last time, I stared at the walls as if I were seeing them for the first time. My chest felt heavy, caught between uncertain fear. The wallpaper had elegant dark golden flowers on a light golden background suddenly felt unfamiliar. A framed picture above my head. In the picture, my father was watching my mother. The strong bond between them was very visible even in the image. For all these years, I imagined myself as my mother, believing that one day someone would love me the way my father loves her. Suddenly I snapped out of my thoughts when my dad knocked gently on my door. "But Jim, are you awake?" he asked with usual soft smile and the sparkle in his eyes, which were always my favorite. It gave me strength, comfort, and a sense of safety. At that moment, I wished this safety could protect me from the life I was about to step in. He softly walked in, sat beside on the bed, and gently held my hand. "Did you see your wedding dress? Najib just brought it," he said. I felt shy and whispered, "It's okay, I will wear it tonight anyway." My heart raced softly, unsure whether I was excited or afraid. But he insisted, "If you don't like it, we will go and find the one you love." I looked at him with tears in my eyes, remembering how he always fulfilled my smallest needs and tiniest wishes, from buying my favorite notebook to choosing my bridal dress. Before I could answer, my mom entered the room. "Wake up, get ready. They can arrive anytime. It's not an ordinary day." Her voice was rushed as she was hiding her worries behind excitement. However, being loud could not make everything turn out fine. Indeed, it wasn't. This was the day my life would change forever. A day that felt like taking a step into a path with no return. A day when I wished time could rewind back. In the mornings, I woke up for university, not for a wedding. Leaving behind my university life routine felt like leaving part of myself behind which I was not ready to let go of. The moment I was leaving, my father hugged me tightly. "It will always be your home," he whispered. "No one can ever take your place in this house." His words wrapped around me like a shield, but even that comfort couldn't stop the truth. I was walking away from my home into an uncertain future with a white dress. Is this white dress the start of a happier life? The wedding passed, the celebration ended. The next morning, the house smelled loneliness. Everyone moved quietly around each other. However, the empty space I left behind was louder than any sound. They were waiting to visit me again. In the afternoon, the phone rang, and for a moment, hope rushed into the room. Finally, my dad picked up the phone. His voice was full of warmth and anticipation. "Salam Najib Jan, how are you? How's our Laila doing?" he asked, almost unable to contain his happiness. He was smiling as if everything was perfect. My mother stood close to him, waiting to hear something about me, whether I had eaten, slept well, or I had smiled. Despite his kindness, Najib's tone suddenly shifted. His voice grew firm, edged with something the family had never heard from him before. "Don't bring Nashtai," he said sharply. "Don't come to visit us. Laila will come to visit you." Papa's smile faded. He tried to recover and hide the disappointment rising in his chest. "Oh, of course, Najib Jan. See you soon, Bakhair," he replied softly, forcing warmth back into his voice. My mother is still standing beside my dad with a quiet question in her eyes. Why can't we see our daughter? The excitement was replaced by something heavier, confusion, and a slow-forming fear that none of them wanted to name. Deep down inside, they all felt that the invisible war raging between them and me, a wall built not by miles or by marriage, but by the word "don't come." Days passed, and still there was no news about Laila. Days kept coming and going. The house, once full of warmth and laughter, now felt like it was waiting for a face. Finally, after a week, the darkest day arrived. The phone rang again. My father rushed to answer. Salam, salam, how's La? Dad's expression changed instantly. His hands began to shake, the phone slipping slightly from his grip. No, Laila. Bachim, no. Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you come home? He said with a cracked voice. No one knew what had been said yet, but they understood one thing. Something terrible had happened. Something that could never be undone. They said, Laila's gone. They said she took her own life. They told us to come and take her janaza. He said repeatedly with a broken voice, as if it changes the truth that the wait is over, and Laila is finally coming home with a white dress. He could say nothing but to repeat the same words, as if grief steals every other word from him. Years pass. Laila's mother still stands near her empty bed, touching her pillow as if it still has her warmth. Her siblings would pass at the dining table, leaving her usual spot untouched, hoping she might walk through the door and join them. For Laila, white dress was the start of a new life. She never thought it would have the same color as the shroud that would cover her. She entered marriage with the hope of being loved and respected, not knowing that her life would be taken from her in the name of honor. Somewhere far away, Laila is in peace, leaving behind her family and the grief that will never fade. Laila's story is a reminder for every girl who let the bridal dress turn into a shroud, and for every family left with wounds that justice can never fully heal.